Have you ever wondered about the size of a bobcat? If so, you've come to the right place because we are going to discuss the size range that you can expect most bobcats to fall into. Their size can have an impact on their survival capabilities and can impact their maximum running speed, jumping, and hunting traits. Bobcats are known for having longer legs than domestic cats and usually have an average weight of around 25 pounds. Some adult bobcats have weighed as little as 10 pounds, while some have exceeded 35 pounds. They can be from 20 to 50 inches tall, and their tails are around 5 inches long. Their local environment plays a big role in their weight and size, because if hunting conditions are not optimal, then bobcats may ultimately weigh less if they are not hunting and eating as much. A good food and water source is extremely important for wildlife. Is a bobcat bigger than a cat? Bobcats and domestic cats can be similar in size. However, most bobcats are larger than your average house cat, which gives them the title of a big cat, like other much larger wild cats. Your average house cat weighs 7 to 9 pounds. Fat cats can weigh up to 20 pounds. This puts them in the same size range as a small bobcat. One of the key giveaways for telling the two apart is that a bobcat has a short tail around 5 inches. They are smaller than an average cat's tail, and thus they have the name bobcat. How tall are bobcats on average? Bobcats can vary significantly in terms of their overall size. Some bobcats are only 20 inches tall, while other bobcats are capable of growing up to 50 inches tall. Most bobcats have a tail that is approximately 5 inches in length, which is much shorter than several other similar animals in the wilderness. A shorter tail can harm their balancing capability when walking on higher objects like tree branches. This is one of the reasons that bobcats generally prefer to stay grounded when hunting, although in some rare cases you may find them climbing a tree or walking on a tree branch. They don't necessarily need to take advantage of their height to be successful in the wilderness, and this can include their color pattern, speed, height, and agility. How much do bobcats weigh? Bobcats will usually weigh around 25 pounds, but this can depend on their size and local environment. They are usually larger than domestic cats and can be nearly twice as large in some cases. Bobcats can also vary in weight depending on their diet in the wilderness. They live for approximately 10 years, and they can vary in weight throughout their life. The region where a bobcat lives can have a significant impact on its weight. For example, bobcats that live in a forest might have more access to larger prey, and therefore may weigh more than a bobcat that lives in an urban area or desert where rodents could be the food source. Bobcats usually eat small rodents, including rabbits and squirrels. They are very capable of being stealthy despite their varying sizes and weights. In a forest region, you can expect bobcats to kill and hunt small deer. Bobcat size compared to a human. Adult humans are generally much bigger than a bobcat. This does not mean that a bobcat is not a danger. A full-size bobcat next to a human may not look like much in size. However, a wild cat that is frightened can be capable of all kinds of damage. Humans should always keep their distance from bobcats. If you feel you, your pets, or your family are in danger from a bobcat nearby, then you should seek shelter in a house or vehicle. Bobcat size versus dog. Bobcats are slightly larger than house cats, so they can also be larger than some small dogs. Bobcats are wild animals, so keeping them away from small dogs and pets is critical if you believe there are bobcats living in your area. Even larger dogs could be in danger if they come up against a wild bobcat. Both bobcats and small dogs are around 25 pounds on average. This means that a bobcat could be the same size as your smaller, furry friend. Guardian dogs can even scare away bobcats from their size and fierce bark. Other canids, such as foxes and coyotes, can be natural enemies to a bobcat in the wild. This is because sometimes their territory overlaps, and they hunt some of the same prey. This makes them territorial and dangerous. Big bobcats. A lot of people may underestimate bobcats after taking a look at their size compared to other animals. Bobcats are strong and dangerous animals, although it's quite rare that they harm humans. They are excellent hunters, and their size plays a small part in allowing them to track down their prey. They have several attributes that can allow them to remain stealthy, while also allowing them to climb and jump rapidly. While it is true that bobcats have a reputation for being similar to domestic cats, they usually weigh around 25 pounds. As we mentioned before, some adult bobcats weigh as little as 10 pounds. However, they can get as large as 40 and even close to 50 pounds. What is the biggest bobcat ever caught? Most records come from a bobcat killed in Wisconsin that was around 52 pounds. Well, that's it for today on Assorted Animals. If you find this information useful, consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Until next time.